We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Biden says we're going to war. Tech giants slap down over censorship and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. The Department of Justice asked an appeals court to allow the FBI to regain access to roughly 100 documents taken from former President Donald Trump's Florida mansion, but did not seek to block the appointment of a so-called special master or third-party individual to review other materials. In its filing, the Justice Department requested that the appeals court refrain from submitting the 100-some classified documents to the outside arbiter, but still agreed to hand over thousands of other materials. The department's ask arrives after Justice Aileen Cannon last week granted Trump's request for a special master and forbade law enforcement agencies from accessing the thousands of seized documents under investigative circumstances until the special master review has finished. A special master is an impartial attorney to oversee the evidence. The only reason to oppose a special master, even for only a few documents, is if you plan on breaking the law or have a political agenda. Joe Biden stated in a 60 Minutes interview that the United States would send troops to defend Taiwan if China invades. The White House has walked back the statement, although this is the fourth time Biden has made such a claim. China on Monday reacted angrily to the statement. China's foreign ministry said Biden's remarks severely violate Washington's policy of formally recognizing Beijing as the sole government of China. China considers Taiwan to be a breakaway province. We are willing to do our best to strive for peaceful reunification, Chinese Foreign Minister spokesperson Mao Ning said. At the same time, we will not tolerate any activities aimed at secession. Tensions between China and the U.S. over Taiwan have escalated recently following House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the self-governing democratic island. The United States and Taiwan have strong economic ties, which would be endangered by a Chinese invasion. A federal appeals court in New Orleans has ruled in favor of a Texas law that seeks to rein in the power of social media companies like Facebook and Twitter to censor free speech. The decision by the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans, handed down on September 16th, upholds the constitutionality of a Texas law signed by Governor Greg Abbott last year and delivers a victory to Republicans in their fight against big tech censorship of conservative viewpoints. Today, we reject the idea that corporations have a freewheeling First Amendment right to censor what people say, U.S. Circuit Court Judge Andrew Oldman wrote in the opinion. Transportation company FedEx this week warned of an impending global recession, as predicted by the declining global demand for packages. The company's shares dropped 21% on Friday, notably after it estimated a $500 million revenue shortfall thanks to a slowing economy. These numbers don't portend very well, FedEx CEO Raj Subramanian replied when asked if the decline in company profits suggested a recession was imminent. To address its financial woes, the company is reducing flights, temporarily grounding aircraft, cutting staff hours, delaying certain hiring and closing 90 FedEx office locations, in addition to 5 corporate offices. It will also cut $500 million from its capital expenditures budget for its fiscal year, which lasts through May 2023. FedEx's announcement is hardly the only indication of recession, as GDP has fallen into negative territory for the last 2 quarters, which is the technical definition that we are already in a recession. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.